Now, if you're an ambitious guy on self-improvement and you do it for a significant enough period of time, you'll get to a point where you realize you probably don't have enough hours in the day to achieve everything that you want to achieve. And while at the start it might be quite frustrating, and you might like try and figure out how can I have good time management and all of that, you'll realize that it probably is for the best that you don't have all the time in the world to achieve everything you want to achieve. Because if you've been watching any of my recent videos, I have detailed why it's important for you to have minimal goals, right? If you can get it down to one, that is perfect, because then you direct all your attention towards that and you do the best you can for that goal, and you will achieve that goal if you do it for a long enough period of time. Whereas if your attention is split in many different things, it's very difficult to achieve those goals, right? But going back to the title of the video, right, you end up looking for like, oh, how can I become better at managing my time and everything. And I mean, I'm going to explain now why good time management isn't really going to get you many results. But the simple answer to that really for good time management is like, well, just get your routine in order first of all. Stop wasting time watching videos that aren't really changing your life, or that aren't helping you with your goal, which takes me back to what I'm saying about having clearly defined goals, minimal goals, that you become tunnel vision towards those things. Once that happens, you're not really worried about everything else. But yeah, stop wasting time watching all the videos that you waste your time doing, right? And you realize that if you remove a lot of the fluff from your life, time management isn't really an issue. But going into the title of the video that I do want to speak about is that the good time management thing doesn't really matter. You can have all the time in the world and spend it doing all these things, but if it's not directed towards a particular purpose, a particular goal, a clearly defined goal with a clearly defined route towards that goal, you're not going to achieve anything, right? I made a video a while ago about all you need to do is work 2 hours in your life. 2 hours a day in your life. 2 hours in your life would be nice, wouldn't it? 2 hours a day in your life, right? And the whole idea behind that video is that for 2 hours, if you work specifically, like there's like sacred hours, you don't do anything else, and everything is, you're totally focused towards like that one goal that you're working towards, and you work at that for 2 hours every single day. Well, not every single day, like maybe 5 or 6 days a week, and you do that consistently enough over a long period of time, you will achieve your goals. Like, you will achieve your goals doing that, right? It doesn't matter how well your time management is, it's just about getting the important things done, right? And I think, like I said, I made in that video I spoke about like a routine that I made out for myself like sometime last year when I was struggling with motivation to study for exams. I was just like, go to sleep at 8, wake up at 4, work out 6:30, you're ready to study from 6:30 to 8:30, you study from 9 to 11, and then from 11 onwards you can do what you want, right? Like in that case, if I get the day right up until 11 a.m., my time management for the rest of the day doesn't really matter, as long as I'm getting that stuff done. Because at that moment, the most important things for me were studying, like I need to pass my exams, and working out. I obviously just put it in there. But that's the point I'm trying to make here, is that it's important to make sure that you're doing your high ROI activities, right? The Pareto principle, it always I don't know about you, but I know for me, it always puts things into focus for me again. It's like 80% of your results are coming from 20% of your activities. It gets you thinking like, what are those 20% of the activities, right? And that's what you need to think about. Stop worrying about time management and everything. Just focus on your goals, condense your goals into 3 goals maximum. But hopefully if you can get it down to 1 goal, that'll be fantastic. And then you just look at like, what's the 20% that's going to get me 80% of those results? And you make sure you do that 20% every single day, right? Or 5 or 6 days a week, like I said. You make sure you do that. That's all that matters. After a long period of time, you will see the results. You will see the results. And it also ties into another video I made about I think I said, stop doing cheap self-improvement tricks. I was like, at our age, the most important thing really is money and getting into shape, right? Again, if you focus on figuring out your career or finance, right, your money, right? If you do that, you figure out what the 20% that's going to get you 80% of your results in regards of your finances is, and you focus on that every single day, and everything else you just do whatever you want. Give yourself a year or two, like your life's going to be completely changed. No time management needed there. It's just you need to get your mind right, obviously, so you can focus deliberately on your things and you do them every single day. But once you do that, that's a high ROI activity, and you achieve the goal that you want to achieve, you'll be sorted. But yeah, make sure you subscribe to join the Self-Improvement Brotherhood, and until next time, I'll see you boys.